Hello, good morning. I've missed you guys.
Just breathing the day, yeah, making waves, kicking ass online, can't behave, laughing in the face of wannabe queens, living off memes and caffeine dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breathing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of life stream. Tears down the walls with the wit so raw, filters off, can't handle a flaw, sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of life stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw, filters off, can't handle her flaw, sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with the wit so raw, filters off, can't handle her flaw, filters off, can't handle her flaw, leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name.
Feel the wrath.
Each moment without a damn care,
Hey, Vicky.
for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out
Hey,
the fakes,
Joe.
leaving them in the patch. Baddest woman with the smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream.
Hello. Good morning out there to the murky depths of live stream. How the hell are you guys? I am so sorry I didn't go live yesterday. To be honest, A, I was tired. B, I don't know, do you ever just have those days where you wake up and you're like, I just don't feel like watching Foodie Beauty today? I just didn't. But I'm back today, refreshed, ready to talk some shit, ready to be spicy, ready to talk all the crap about Foodie Beauty in the world. She's an idiot. We all know that. What happened yesterday? She ate KFG. Salah went to immigration for her. She didn't go because it was too hot. He extended her stay in Syria. He said she's staying forever. She said, well, not forever. They have literal children waiting on them at KFG. I think she said 8-year-olds are even working out there. Anyways, she's gross. We all know that. Let me say good morning to you guys. Hello, Joe. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Bethany. Rainbow Road. Hello, good morning. Free the people. Hello, Heather. Hello, hello. Tia, gorgeous. All right, I think it's gonna be like a small stream this morning, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, are we ready to go to Twitter? So it's gonna be a mixture of things I missed while I was not live, but still somehow watching her. This is how it goes. I tell myself I'm not going to watch her. I don't feel like it, but then I watch clips on Twitter. But I guess that's not technically the same. We're going to talk about all the fat that she's hiding. We're going to talk about some Amberlynn Reed stuff. I don't know. I thought she died. I did. Okay, so I got sent a screenshot and somebody told me to pay attention to Amberlynn Reed's post because everybody was saying rest in peace. And so I asked, literally right after I posted donuts, is it true ALR passed? Now, looking back at this, was this the most tasteful thing to do? Post donuts and be like, did ALR pass? Well, she could have these donuts too, but she's dead. But I didn't mean it that way, okay? It's just how it looks. Apparently, it turned out that she was leaving herself comments under a sock account, like known sock accounts, I guess. I don't know. Apparently, it was on Kiwi Farms. So I'm telling you guys what I was told. So Amberlynn Reed was allegedly leaving herself RIP comments because it came out, and I could have this wrong, so if I do, correct me in the chat. Something about her feeder told her to leave, so she let Rarity out. So she's trying to distract from that. I might have a clip or something. Hold on, I feel like I have it somewhere. I don't know, we'll find it eventually, okay? I think Tommy was replying to somebody and said, "Don't blame my dog for Rarity passing. Amberlynn Reed let her out when I told her to leave." Something along the lines of that. Anyways, ALR is a bitch. She's another one that shouldn't have animals, and I heard she got a kitten. Can I ask why people who can't even wipe their own ass think it's a good idea to get kittens? Anyway, she's still alive. Oh, here's the comment. So someone said, "I think Emily's dog unalived the cat." And Emily said, "Don't blame my dog. He doesn't deserve that. He's the sweetest old boy and a big baby. Blame the person who lost her the day I told her to go back to Oklahoma." Yikes, ALR. Yikes. You're a horrible, horrible person. I hope you know that. Anyways, Mary said the day Tommy told Amberlynn to get the fuck out is the day the cat went missing. There is a special place in hell for you, Amber. Yep, and I hope there's no food for you there. Someone said Amber's trying to start some rumor that she passed away because it's come out that she intentionally lost her pet. It wasn't an accident. Usual ALR manipulation tactic. Eek. She is a monster. She is. This isn't the first time a cat has disappeared on ALR's watch. Bethany said, Bethany, ALR equals single white female. Yeah, dead tough. Is Lori here? Hey, fashionable. Hey, everyone. Yeah, that is how I heard it too. ALR was being the psycho. Ugh. You know what I've come to realize? Well, I realized this a long time ago, but I'm just voicing my thoughts out loud to you. I kind of process my thoughts with you guys. Foodie Beauty and Amberlynn Reed do the worst. Like, they are the worst type of people, right? But they are forever the victims. Forever. And it makes me absolutely nauseous the more I think about it. Anyways, Foodie's still alive. She's not dead from carbon monoxide poisoning yet. I heard it came out she lives in Salah's uncle's family's building or something. So she's buying all the groceries. I didn't notice the broom handle in the stove until very recently. I feel like maybe it was yesterday I realized it. Why is there a handle in the stove? Would that not catch on fire? I don't know. What do I know? I've never cooked with a kerosene stove inside, so never had to hold it together with anything either. Anyways, your mom's emotional support care said, ALR, if you've really moved on, will you please come back and collect Chantal? Cheers. Unfortunately, they're both still here. This is literally what her hand looks like. Tracy said, Foodie, ma'am, that thing on the left is actually a trotter. It is. I would just start wearing gloves. I would. If my hands looked like pig's feet, I would just wear gloves everywhere. Oh, well, can you fit your hands into gloves at this point? I don't think so. What is this? Pretty privilege, okay? Sometimes I like the comments that pop off over to the right. Good lord. Clear nail polish might help. Every time I think about this, I get a flashback to remember when our mothers made us wear tights and pantyhose everywhere? I don't know. For some reason, I just remember this horrible time of my life where every Easter Sunday, my mom would curl my hair and make me put on like this bonnet thing and this really itchy, uncomfortable dress and tights and Mary Jane shoes. And then we would all take photos at the, what was it called? Olin Mills or something like that. Anyways, what I did learn from my nylon days and pantyhose and tights days is when they rip, clear nail polish does help. It does. Oh my god. I would never go sleeveless. I would wear gloves. I would never go sleeveless. In fact, everybody would think I would be a fat heroin addict because I would just cover up from head to toe. That is what I would do. That is what I would do. Her arm scares me. Ah! Okay, well, that's not a but. That is, in fact, the fupa and all the stomachs. Does your stomach look like an ass? Yikes. Okay. Well, sorry I took us on a field trip. Sorry. I go sleeveless year round because I'm made. You have some sexy arms though, Tia. If I had arms like yours, I would be sleeveless year round. I don't care. It could be snowing and I would be showing off my arms. Okay. That is what I would be doing. Cowboy Dog said they're either staying in the ground level apartment of Salah's family's uncle's cousin's home. It turns out that this theory is true. Family upstairs. He lied to about cost. He's pocketing it. She's fully paying for water tank. Got enough food at KFG for 4+ people. Salah didn't eat the rest. He doesn't eat that much. Took it back to the fam. Yes, to all of that. I agree. I agree. I guess Amberlynn Reed made a community post. She said, I just now check social media for the day. I haven't been on it as much lately, hence why I haven't been uploading. I noticed lots of rumors being spread. Just so everyone knows, all of it is a lie. But everyone will believe what they want anyway, so this is the only time I'll ever speak on it. Putting my energy into a large group of people who only will ever see the bad in me is not something I want in my life anymore. I'm trying very hard to focus on my mental health and my sanity. I'm so sick of these bitches and their mental health. Like, you can shove it up your ass or your fupa, whichever one is more comfortably or comfortable. How are people forever working on their mental health but never getting better? How are these people always working on their mental health when they get called out for their animal neglect, animal abuse, or psychotic ways? Bitch, if you were working on your mental health, you wouldn't be the size you are letting cats go for a little bit of attention. Anyways, she's trying very hard to focus on her mental health and her sanity. This is why she's saying goodbye to constantly engaging in hate and saying bye to people in my life that destroy any piece of sanity I do have. But if you're wanting drama for me to speak on any rumors being spread about me, it isn't happening. I'm in protection mode in more ways than one. Protect your mental health at all costs, even if it makes you look like the bad guy when you aren't. Anyway, I'm going live for members only at 8:30. See you there. See, okay, this is how you know it's all bullshit. She's staying away for her mental health and sanity. Anyway, see you at 11:30 tonight. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. PI said Amberlynn Reed addressing rumors she died and rumors she lost her cat on purpose. Ma'am, the only thing truly missing here is shame. So, hey, Nick, so concerned about their mental health, but never seeking professional help. That part right there. ALR murdered her own cat just to stay in Wisconsin. Did you see Yaba's tweet? RIP BBJ. I did not see Yaba's tweet. Let me see. What am I supposed to see? Oh, wait. I'm ready to put this to rest, and people can do with the information as they see fit. Oh, wait. Chris decided against the interview. Okay, I'm gonna skip all that part. Also, as far as BBJ is concerned, he admitted she passed shortly after she was rescued. Um, okay, here's the thing. While I'm not an FFG fan whatsoever, like, did we really think BBJ was gonna live forever? I feel like she was old 4 years ago. So, I mean, if she did pass away, at least she was rescued, at least she was around somebody that cared about her. Um, let's see. Donations continued to pour in, and she said nothing. The community deserves closure, and unfortunately, this is probably all you will ever get. I'm washing my hands of this entire situation. It's icky. Well, rest in peace, BBJ. I'm happy you're away from Chantal even for a little bit. I know you can't live forever, so I hope you're having a good life up in heaven. I hope you are. Amber will hate that, however, it's true. Genuinely, is that you, Amby? BBJ was already like 21. That's the part right there. Like, I know I'm supposed to be like, oh, BBJ, but like, well, I'm sorry if she passed. Like, she was also like she lived a really long life, right? Like, she can't live forever. While I wish animals did live forever. You know, some days I consider cloning my dog. I seriously, some days I'm like, how much is it to clone? Do I really need a kidney? Like, but anyways, you know, it's just a reality. They can't live forever. So hug your animals tight right now, you guys. All right. Kristen said this video is so hilarious. Run, don't walk. I don't know. I feel like we need to see this now. It's gonna take a minute to get into Foodie Beauty stuff from yesterday. So I'm sorry in advance. Oh, let me hit play.
Hello Bezers, how are you doing? I hope you will enjoy our video today. So get ready. Yalla.
To say Foodie Beauty's husband Salah is not all there is akin to saying Bonnie Blue is a little bit promiscuous. Ever since he first plopped onto our screens in 2022, with his Dwayne Johnson-esque prehensile eyebrow and a quartet of working brain cells, Salah has been the proverbial apple of Chantal's yellowing eyes. In this video, we will chronicle a brief outline of Salah and his eventual emergence into the girl world ecosystem. From transatlantic catfishing to cybersexual fart sniffing, we'll tell you everything you need to know to fall head over heels with this Arabic Adonis. Born in Kuwait to a Syrian
Okay, if you want to see the rest of this video because it looks like a good time, I feel like you just need to go give it the view. Hold on, it'll give you a whole history on Salah. Who is this by? Okay, let me see. I can tell you. Check out Charlie Gold's reaction to FFG. Okay. Hold on, I'm going to give you guys the channel. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Show me who it is. Listen, motherfucker, I am sick of this. I just need to see the channel name. Jawbone. There we go. Okay, please now especially go give this a view and a thumbs up and a like. Oh my mother freaking. I'm gonna rage. Okay, well, that felt actually really good. Maybe I need to yell more. That's so freeing. Motherfucker! Hold on, you guys. I'm fighting with my laptop. I literally just want to share the link. That's all I want to do. Oh my God. Oh, did I just kick myself off of the Twitter? Oh, wait. Here you go. Jawbone, I guess. He's creepy. I don't like the guy at all. Salah. He's just so slimy. Oh, wait. Can you guys just see it right here? Well, here. Oh, God.
He needed something he couldn't get with raw talent alone. A pretty wife. After allegedly...
I'm sorry. Let's keep going just because I have so much to cover. Jawbone. Click the link. Go check out the video later. It seems like a good time. However, whenever I see Salah, I feel like I want to shower immediately. Nana Spike 2 said, I absolutely love when Salah is made out to look like the complete dork he truly is. There is a reason he was still single at 30. He's definitely a low value man. Yeah, there's a reason he was still single at 30 and he chose Chantal, right? Right? This is her cooking setup, and I don't know if I'll ever get over it. Someone said, if only you knew how bad things really are. That is so janky. I wouldn't even light a cigarette on it, let alone try cooking. My toilet installation came with a free toothbrush kit. Thanks, Salbot Bathroom Services. Chantal, satiated customer. Hey, Kez. Hey, Drizzy. Hey, Ricky Bobby. Hey, Eric. Salah represents all the negative stereotypes. Just in general, like a scrub, a bum, everything, right? I feel like I could listen to this song 5 million times and never get sick of it. I really enjoy Steve Miller Band. I really do. All right, so Foodie Beauty keeps talking about her antidepressant and calling them brain pills. I just tell people I'm taking my Zoloft or picking up my Zoloft or whatever else. I gotta refill my Zoloft. Like brain pills? Does anybody call them brain pills? The good news, we found a pharmacy that has my brain pills. This is a big relief. Salsa says, too bad you didn't find some therapy, but I'm grateful for your neighbor's sake. Living next door to an inconsiderate loud beast after years of war can't be good for their nervous system. I feel like she's not going to make it out of there alive. She's going to fuck around and find out. She's going to disrespect somebody. She's going to annoy somebody. She's going to piss somebody off. Um, anyways, that's just my whatever prediction, I guess. Hopefully I'm wrong, but the way Foodie annoys and pisses people off and pushes boundaries, I don't know. I don't have high hopes for her leaving there. But good luck to her. Why does she call them brain pills? I want to know what she really picked up because everybody was saying yesterday she was high. In her live stream, in her KFG video, everybody was saying she was high. I take Zoloft every morning and it doesn't make me high. Not once has Zoloft ever made me high. So what are really these brain pills? Does she even know what they really are? Why is it affecting her that way? Okay, so she made a community post, you guys, saying she's no longer doing the charity organization stuff because she found out that it's still illegal in Syria. Or it's illegal in Syria. She says, hi guys, while choosing a charity organization to add to my videos on Syria, I realized that this unfortunately would just become another pause quit situation where many people will start harassing the charities, and I don't want that to happen. Therefore, I feel it is best that I don't associate with any organization publicly. I'm getting messages that a certain reaction channel has raised money for Syrians, which is odd to me that someone would choose to do this only after I come to Syria. This makes it look like the motivation behind being so charitable is to try to make one seem like a better person than the other, and or attention-seeking behavior and not actually caring for the cause at hand. But that is a pattern of behavior for this individual, and I will not give them any attention that they so desperately seek. I will simply continue to try to make differences in the lives of those we can, as we can directly, or if we do help in any way, we will keep it private due to harassment concerns for these organizations. Yeah, right. So Michael Furberger changed this, and I just really hope this makes it into another Foodie Beauty documentary video. Hi guys! While choosing a feeder organization to add to my dangling fupa, I realized that my diameter, unfortunately, would just become another large beta situation type deal. People will start supporting charities, and I don't want that to happen. Therefore, I feel it is best that you buy a cameo from me because Salah has me on a veterinarian recommended diet. I got fleas because I was too cheap to buy kitty litter. My apartment has no running water, electricity, or sewage. All my money goes to dragging it on my fake husband. My hygiene is rated lower than the last Snow White movie. I am addicted to sniffing my hoof. Moo. I feel like that is an ADHDer's brain in general, right? Like, oh no, I just got off my Twitter. Well, I guess we're gonna start at the top and go down. That's what we're gonna do. This is funny. Pegatha said, abracadabra, armrest gone. Do you guys see this? This was Foodie at the KFG. I feel silly every time I say KFG, but she was at the KFG. Do you see her fat hanging over the armrest? That's gotta hurt, right? Do you oftentimes have to pick up your side fat and put it over the armrest? And if you do you still have a large loaf of bread to yourself? I don't know what to say other than, um, I will keep this in mind the next time she rages at me or calls me ugly or whatever. I will know that at least I fit into a chair and nothing makes the armrest disappear. Not my stomachs, not my fupa, not my armpit fat, nothing. She's stuck in that. Hey, Blue Jays. Hey, Mrs. C. Her fat made it disappear. Yes! Hey, Lily. Wow, that's gotta be uncomfortable. It has to hurt. Sam said, now imagine being seated on a plane next to her. I would be so pissed. She's gotten lucky so far. The flight crew moved people or her around, and she didn't have someone make a very public scene about paying for a seat and having Gunther encroaching on their seat. Regina said, do you think Salah likes toting her around Syria, spending money, making himself look like a big shot? You know, I've toyed with the idea that I think it makes him look like he got with a rich woman, like a fat, white, rich woman. So nobody's judging him too harshly because he's doing it for money. JM said, I only ate a little, guys, because my tummy hasn't had fried food in so long. So Salah ate the rest. Giggle, giggle. I'm a dainty, skinty girl. Hee hee. Good lord, she is literally gaining in a war zone. Yeah, that's the part that's wild. And people keep telling her she looks skinnier. She keeps telling us she's losing. Where? You're spilling over the armrest. Katie said, abracadabra. Chantal sat down that chair and said, disaster. It's a work in progress. 4F Beauty and Life said, oh my goodness, that's gotta hurt Shirley. Also, how'd they get her out of the chair afterwards? Maybe they greased her up. That's the only thing I could think. Have you ever tried on like a bracelet or even a ring? And you knew it wasn't gonna fit, but you slipped it on anyways, and then you had to like seriously lube up to get it off. That's what she has to do to get out of chairs. Ouch. And hey, she definitely took that chair home with her. You think she walked out with it still attached to her ass? Lisa cracks me up. She just asked, is that a loaf of bread? Yes, yes, it is. You know, she gets all upset when we say that she eats meals made for a whole family. But that is, it's like if you have a spaghetti dinner with your family, right? And then you have like a loaf of garlic bread out, and everybody gets a slice, and then there's even leftover bread afterwards. That meal could feed everybody. Everybody. Anyway, she thinks she looks so cute. It's so unattractive. It just all of that. All of that is so unattractive. Being so fucking greedy. You stuffed yourself into a chair you don't sit in, and you're eating a loaf of bread. Meanwhile, you're having children wait on you. And I know Foodie Beauty said, oh, this is how they make money to spend it later. No, they're working to support their families, Foodie. How can you even eat with a child waiting on you? Seriously. Foodie has never heard of leftovers. There's never any leftovers with Foodie. You're probably right. Seriously. I think, like, we save our leftovers. A lot of them end up getting thrown away, right? But we still save them tea for later. A lot of them do get thrown out. But anyways, when I'm not trying to, like, brag or anything. I don't know. I'm weird about leftovers. Like, a day after, okay, 2 days, I don't know. Even though I'm convinced, like, I know it's still good, right? Like, in my head, it tells me that I'm gonna get sick and blah, 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 blah. So oftentimes too, I'll ask my sister, I'm like, "Hey, there's this, like, Breezy Junior didn't finish her week stop or whatever. Do you want it? Because otherwise it's gonna get thrown out," right? So anyways, but Foodie never does any of that. Do you guys remember Elf? Sometimes I feel sad for my daughter that she doesn't have the good shows that I had growing up. I don't know, it's like cleaning out even, I think I told you guys about the closet and all that shit. Anyways, so I came across like all these old books and all this stuff, like Memories Unlocked, like Babysitter's Club. I found a New Kids on the Block puzzle, precious moments items. I don't know. There was a time in my life where like every birthday, my mom would get us like a precious moments figurine. So it would say like 8 for our 8th birthday or 10, whatever else. So like a bunch of that stuff. Anyways, I'm saying all this to say, I think about how good things were when I was a child, right? We had all the best TV shows. I swear we had the best music in the 80s and 90s. We just did. We did. Music majorly sucks these days. It just does. Anyways, do you guys remember California Dreams? Did anybody watch that TV show? Harry and the Hendersons? My daughter doesn't have any of that. I feel like good TV shows peaked for her at Doc McStuffins and Little Einsteins. Anyways, I think it's my job to educate her on the Babysitters Club and Sweet Valley High, R.L. Stein, all of that. Like, I need to go on a whole deep dive with her. This is what good music was. This is New Kids on the Block. We only like certain Backstreet Boys songs, okay? 98 Degrees had like 2 songs. Anyways, let's go a little bit further from that. I need you to fall in love with Sublime the way I'm in love with Sublime, okay? All right, back to Foodie Beauty stuff. You can't even be bothered. Tweezara said, Foodie Beauty, you can't even be bothered to waddle into the immigration office. Remember spirographs? Was that what they were called? It was like this jagged round circle thing and you stuck your pen in there and it made all these kinds of designs. Do you guys remember that? What was it called? Was it a spiral graph? A spirograph? Something with an S and a graph, okay? Anyways, back to foodie. Concentrate, Breezy. Okay, you can't be bothered to waddle to lie to the immigration office, but saying we buy all the food to make dinner with? Where are you prepping the food at? You can't even use a single burner without freaking out. Perhaps look up the current stats on people starving. Oh, Foodie did a mini rage. How does my husband spending $17 on a meal for us both equate immorality? You do realize not every single person in Syria eats only bread and water, right? We are not the only ones here who eat at restaurants. But if you want to loosen the pearls you are gripping so tightly, think of it this way. We are helping small business owners stay in business, and I am darn sure that they would have no issue with us buying dinner from their establishment so they can feed their families. Why does the hate mob try and place his entire weight of Syria's political and economical issues on my shoulders? LOL, get real. We feel for the people of Syria and help in many ways we can. When we go to large gatherings, we buy all the food to make dinner with. Foodie, because you're eating the majority of it. When someone is begging for money, we give it. When someone needs a ride for them and their kids to another village, we give it. Foodie, what are the odds you're telling the mom that she's a bad mom because you had to give her and her kids a ride to another village? You don't do anything out of the kindness of your heart, so fuck off. At the end of the day, though, we don't have to prove any of our decency to indecent people of the internet. Well, we're not mukbanging in a war zone, so there's that. I'm currently not having 8 to 12-year-olds wait on me hand and foot, Foodie. Were you doing that yesterday? Wonder Mom said not only does Foodie Beauty, a woman, thinks that washing her ass is too much, she thinks it's fine to have kids work. She makes it sound as if these kids get to spend the money for fun. Reality is they have to make money or the whole family will starve to death. So Chantal talking about the child labor in Syria. I have a feeling we're going to be really angry for a minute.
By the way, kids start working here. They can work as young as 8 years old. One of our waiters was like 12. Yeah. They work young here to earn money, you know? Hey, Tracy. But they still go to school. Child labor. No, it's not.
How sad. She's laughing about this. I think that's so sad that they're in charge of their studies and holding the job.
Labor. It's not like intensive labor. It's just, jobs to earn extra money. By the way,
They're supporting their family. I mean, I'm sure everybody in the family is working if they're having their children work too, but it's different, Foodie. It's not like they get to go out on the weekend and go roller skating or go to the mall. I hate this woman. I feel like I say this every day, but I hate this woman. Anytime I feel bad for her, I need to bookmark this right here. Donna said, "You are garbage." Salt and Sauce said, "Can?" More like they have to. She's so throat punchable. Ella said, "Remember her talking about honor killings?" I do. I do. Amy said, "Oh my God, her ignorance and ability to sugarcoat and normalize such things is infuriating. She refuses to acknowledge her reality or the reality of others in that country, just as she did in Kuwait. Once in Syria, she told the truth. She's such a deceiving, manipulating liar." Yikes. Shane said, "She's such a dumb fat bitch. I can't stand her dumb ass." I can't either. She has no idea what she's talking about. Be the people you go by a different name than Iser doing all the Tony stuff with him and stuff. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Heather said, "Working to survive." That part right there. I hate her. I really do. Oh God, did I get off my Twitter again? It's okay. I remember where I am. I remember. How could I forget that last clip? Okay, so Tat Von B said, "Ha ha ha," and as usual, this dumb told on herself again. I knew it. I knew she was living with relatives. This bitch can no longer talk about garlic bread living in his mother's basement or me renting a home from my parents. No more. She's living in Salah's family's house. This big dumb told on herself again. I knew it. I knew she was living with relatives. They are living in Salah's uncle or auntie's house. Won't be long until people know everything. Go to Bad Seed for full video. Okay. We have a lot of people to go show support to after this. So this is from Bad Seed, you guys. Let's start from the beginning. Egghead. Oh my God. There we go.
Someone's playing his game with his cousins. Online.
Lies. Okay, there you go. That's proof they're in a family building. They're playing a video game. That's why you can hear them back. Come on.
Someone's playing his game with his cousins. Online.
Lies. Okay, there you go.
Salah's playing his game with his cousins. Then she pauses. Online.
That's proof they're in a family building. They're playing a video game. That's why you can hear them back. Come on.
Oh my gosh. You know he talks shit about her with his cousins. Come on, we all, in our family, we all have the family member that people don't like, right? We all have that one family member. Foodie Beauty is that family member. And they're nice to her faces and they talk shit about her when they're playing video games because she doesn't understand the language. She knows like 3 words. We all have that family member. I don't want to hear anybody saying I mean. We all do. Okay, Bad Seed said Foodie buying all the groceries for the family because you're living in their building is the same as you buying all the groceries for Koki. That is not being charitable. That is having a white savior complex. Hey, Kat. Yeah, I think it's maybe a step too far. There's a lot of stuff that she has no clue about and is glamorizing Syria when innocent people are getting murked and people are starving. Yeah, I didn't retweet a lot of what I saw this morning on Twitter, but it's all bad. Like, if you saw the reality of what's going on over there versus Foodie Beauty eating at a KFG with lights going off and living her best life, like it's crazy. She has to be willfully ignoring, like she's ignoring everything going on around her on purpose in order for her to stay high and happy. Like there's death all around her. People were showing clips. There's so many clips, so many articles. It's all around her, but she stays eating. Farah said, I'm calling it now. She's going to use her bullshit refugee line to get them both into Canada. And Salah is a taxi driver. I can see him being the creepy ass taxi driver. I'm not talking about the Uber people, right? Like I've done Uber and stuff like that. But before there was Uber, even some Uber people are creepy though. Not all of them, but even some. Before Uber, I remember we had to pay an arm and a leg for taxis. It was like so expensive to go around the corner, basically, right? But I always had these creepy ass taxi drivers. Mind you, I was also being picked up from bars and stuff like that. But like I had the creepy ass taxi drivers that tried to sell me drugs. I even bought drugs off of them before. All of that. Salah is the creepy ass taxi driver that offers you coke at 2 a.m. and hits on you. That is him. I picture it. Do you guys like the Police? Message in a Bottle. Well, really, like a majority, actually 99% of their songs are good. I feel like my dad plays this one really annoying song by them, and I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but it really annoys me. But other than that, they're a vibe. So cool. I will forever love this song, Magic Carpet Ride. I feel like I listen to this song like 800 times a week, but it's so good. And it's again, it's one of those songs where I'm like, I should have been in a band. Why don't I play a musical instrument? Why? At least I could say I do something cool, but no, I don't play anything. I played the flute. I knew how to play Mary Had a Little Lamb. I could tap really good. Michael Berger posted this. Salbot Wedding Services, free wedding ring offer. Call 187 Cash Cow. Tell me when you saw this if you don't get the 877 cash now song stuck in your head. Okay, I hate commercials, but that was the best commercial of all time. Anyways, let's keep going. This is her cheek fat. I don't know what else to call it. Other than it's like if I saw a Pac-Man frog in a hijab. That's what Foodie Beauty reminds me of. Pac-Man frogs are cuter. Anyways, can we zoom in on her bald spot too? If you saw her walking around and all that fat bulging out, would you assume she just had her wisdom teeth out? Anyways, no, I don't feel bad about anything I'm saying about this woman, by the way. She has 12-year-old's weight on her. Not feeling bad. This is her bald ass head. And if you zoom in, you could see the texture of her scalp. And there's no, like, if you put this on over somebody with hair, there would be a space. Like you would see it. At least a little bit. It's flat on there. She is bald as bald can be. And if you don't believe me, a couple days ago, we looked at a picture of her where her sideburns were showing and they were shaved. Why does she try and tell us she has long, luxurious hair when there is nothing under that at all? Oh, wait. Someone just sent me a picture too from The Angry Scott. I might have it. Okay, remind me after this to go there. Anyway, she's bald, still trying to tell us she has hair. She lies about everything. She's insane. Did you know Salah likes men and women? So I guess on his Facebook page, let's look really fast. He is just so scummy. I'm sorry, you just look at him and you see a sleazeball. In my opinion, he's interested in men and women. It says it on his Facebook. Hold on one second. I'm gonna shave. We're talking about I already shaved. Hold on, I want to show you guys her head. I traced her head and hairline. I took the pic from. Okay, let me show it. Hold on. Hold on, here's a better picture of her head. And then I gotta delete the tweet. Anyways, I feel like we were called all sorts of things before for saying Salah liked men and women, but he has it on his Facebook. So, anyways, I need to show you guys another picture of her bald head. Um, Please tell me it pops up. Oh, here you go. They traced her baldness. And then she puts that thing on the back to make it look like she has hair. Wow. Foodie, I think you are addicted to lying, like you're addicted to food. You're big and bald. Just own it at this point. Be big, bald, and not beautiful. Oh, Lord. Okay, let me go back to Twitter. Oh, wait, now I'm on Lisa's profile. Hi, Lisa. You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. I love your hair. However, your Twitter is not going to be my content this morning. All right, more of Alf. I really want to watch Harry and the Hendersons. I feel like I say that at least once a month, and then I never go looking for where I can watch it. But I just remember that show being a good time, and I really need to relive it. I know we saw Alf, but I'm talking about Harry and the Hendersons. Okay. Chantal in her head when she buys $20 worth of food in Syria to help a poor family. Yes. That's what I picture too. Looks like a sumo wrestler. She does. She stuffs her hijab like a girls in middle school stuff their bras. Yeah, I did that. And then I remember I bought a water bra and a wonder bra. It's a thing. People do it. It works. That's what she does to the back of her head. It's almost embarrassing. Looking back, I'm embarrassed I used to put things in my bra. Oh, did you guys ever? Oh my God, if you were a bra stuffer, one time I did have a sock fly out. I did. Okay, Fondue Spite Bitch said, Foodie Beauty, you are so weirdly, this person, you're so weirdly obsessed on Chantal and the reactors. Her ignorance and tone deafness to her actions is what people are speaking on. Spending a month's salary to feed a 500-pound glutton does not make you motherfucking Mother Teresa. So H2O for Life said, you and Salah are both contributing to and supporting Syria's economy. You'd think the Syrian armchair aficionados of Girl World would understand that. Renting an apartment, using public transportation, visiting restaurants, shopping, paying utilities, all cost money and all support a Syrian economy. Oh my God. The way they try and jump through loopholes to like try and make it seem like she's doing something good. I swear. It's almost sickening. Fondue said, Moneybag Soro, calm your tits. You aren't the motherfucking Mother Teresa of your village. You're putting a big fat target on your hog beast back, flashing money around the poor, starving community. You are no martyr or savior. You are a greedy pig bitch. I mean, I can't say I disagree with them. Did she give him power of attorney? Okay, so what we do know is Foodie Beauty said Salah went to immigration, and it sounds like he extended her passport. She didn't have to go. She was actually bragging about that nonstop, right? So, okay, your Syrian husband can file residency applications on your behalf. Since you're a Canadian living in Syria, asking if your Syrian husband can handle residency paperwork for you to stay in Syria. Here's the reality from ChatGPT. Your Syrian husband can file residency applications on your behalf, including requesting your spousal residency permit, submit documents for your renewals, handle certain government offices if he has a power of attorney. But your physical presence is still often required for fingerprinting, security checks, initial residency issuance, residency renewal interviews, providing passport photos, health checks, or other biometric data, picking up your residency card depending on the district office. I don't even know how you say that other word. All right, well, all I know is they're up to something. They're shady as fuck. If she's signing over basically her life away for him to be able to do anything, she's stupid. Or for her to be able to stay longer, she's fucking stupid. What I know is they don't do anything the right way. If there's some weird loophole or something, they'll take it. But she's an idiot. She is a fucking idiot. Okay, so Two Tails said it would make sense if she's living in Salah's family home right now and lying about it. All of us have been calling out the dumpy place, and Salah is ashamed of it. Otherwise, why not just stay in a hotel? That's also the reason she said she doesn't know where she is. And it's the clip we watched of her basically saying, well, it's not basically. She said Salah was playing in the next room with his cousins. Sounds like a little boy. Anyways, she just doesn't get it, Nothing But Love said. No matter how you paint the picture of Syria, you're in a war-torn country. Honestly, monetizing this shit is tasteless in my opinion. You think it's so cool to see men with machine guns? You're an idiot. And Shenanigans said to Chantal's community post, Chantal, listen, it's your tone-deaf content. If you are truly helping others around you, why not make your content about that? Or bringing awareness to the reality of the situation for many people there and possibly grow as a person. I feel like I'd respect her, not a lot, but a little bit more if she did that. Instead, we're watching her eat her way through a place where people are dying. I'd rather her show the reality than pretending like it doesn't exist, right? Kristen said Foodie Beauty's channel is illegally monetizing videos and collecting super chats while in Syria, and they tagged it Team YouTube, YouTube creators, YouTube advertisers, Syria TV News, hashtagged demonetize. It says Google must comply with sanctions imposed by the United States Office of Foreign Assets Control. As a result, AdSense isn't available to publishers in the following countries or territories. And Syria's on there. Right there, circled for you to see. She's gonna get herself into trouble over there. I saw people tagging other people about her too. That made no sense, but you'll see eventually when I get to it. Okay, Nana Spike T said, did anybody catch this? She's glitching. I swear her marshmallow brain is cooking under that sweaty head wrap. I think she does it on purpose.
Like cotton clothes, yeah. I'm gonna see what they have at the like cotton clothes, yeah. I'm gonna see what they have at the
I don't know. She's reminding me of okay. I'm going to tread this topic very lightly. So MFW has been having seizures on her live streams, right? While I believe she could possibly be having some seizures, there's things that she's doing where if you're having a seizure, you don't know like it's necessarily coming. You don't wake up out of it because your phone rings. You don't say, "Oh shit, I just had another seizure." Like I've had seizures and I've always woke up extremely confused, and other people had to tell me, "You had a seizure. This is what happened." Anyways, the EMT, paramedics, fire people, everybody showed up at MFW's house and she was so mean to them. And they flat out told her, they said, if you want us to stop coming, then stop having fake seizures on the internet. Anyway, she was doing this thing where she shakes her head back and forth. Again, I understand there's different seizures, but I feel like I foamed at the mouth from what I was told. I would try and bite my own tongue. It wasn't just my head going like back and forth, like I was like nodding really fast or something, you know? Anyways, I feel like that's what Foodie's trying to like. She forces stuff to have people speculating, oh, is she having a stroke? Is she having this? Is she having that? She just wants people to be worried. Yeah, MFW is still drinking. She is. Hey, Crypt. Hey, Kat, it's 1 a.m. in Australia. I believe MFW seizures were real at first, then she liked the attention, she started faking them on live. Like, I believe she's drinking to the point where she has them, right? Like, I think she drinks more than I did at the end of my horrible addiction. Like, but again, we don't see everything. So I don't know, but I was having seizures when I wasn't getting enough alcohol in my system and I was withdrawing. I was having seizures. MFW was an alcoholic like I was. Well, I still am. I'm forever an alcoholic. I just stay away from the shit. Anyways, when you have a serious addiction like that and you're not doing anything to change it, you just get worse and worse and worse. And alcohol is really dangerous. I don't think people realize how fucking dangerous it is to fuck around with. It just is. You can have a seizure and die from coming off of it. You can. Um, Anyways, I think the reality of her situation is she's probably having seizures sometimes, but I don't believe she's having them with the camera turned on and the phone rings and she just perfectly comes up out of it. It just, you know what I mean? I pray for her though. I mean, I know she's done her shit, but like I think about how I was in addiction. It was miserable. It was so miserable. It was. So I hope she gets better. Two Tilt said only Foodie Beauty would think it's a flex to have the privilege of extending her stay in an active war zone, but go off, I guess. Yeah, the things that she flexes about. I could never. So Kristen said Foodie says that Salah was able to take her passport and the marriage certificate to Damascus and get her visa extended without her even being present, which she was glad for because it was a 4-hour wait in 100-degree heat. And you know she was blowing up his phone the entire time. When can I get ice cream? Are you done yet? Are you almost done? I could really use some ice cream right now. What about KFG? KFG's only open for 5 more hours. You better hurry home. That's what I picture her doing. She won't go with him to get herself an extended stay, but she'll harass the fuck out of him for ice cream. Anyways, this is just for your info. I'm not encouraging anything. Kat Von B said, this is interesting. I got this email in my messages. I guess someone thinks we should report Buffalo. They said, I'll just leave this here. Again, I would like to say I'm not encouraging anybody to report Buffalo. Okay? Okay. That scene tagged at the FBI, DHS Gov. They hashtagged ISIS and Canada and Syria, and it's a possible criminal activity of forgery and nefarious Syrian national with possible ties to ISIS trying to gain entry into North America, Canada video evidence of fraud conspiracy. All right, well, let's go full screen for
And
this.
everything, and so he was able to just go for me. So, yep. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So far, what was I gonna say? So yeah, he went for me and brought our marriage certificate, brought our marriage certificate from Kuwait, and my passport and everything, and he just did it for me. So he was able to just.
She was sober. Yeah, I mean, I think MFW is just very hurt and broken. That's what I think. I'm not making any excuses for her. You could tell even sometimes when she drinks, there's like a little girl that comes out and I don't know, I feel bad for her in a lot of ways because I get that. Like, I get drinking to cover up the hurt, right? I used to be that person. I was keeping secrets, I was scared to tell people about, and I hated myself, right? Like, I blamed myself for things that had happened to me, and so I stayed drinking to escape my own reality. Um, and so I get that. And then I guess when I would drink, sometimes like I would cry and I would tell people like what happened and certain things too. And that was the broken me coming out. But then I'd get angry. So, anyways, like I get that. And for that, I feel bad for her because you constantly need to escape what you're feeling and what's going on in your own brain. So you're stuck in a vicious cycle of drinking so you don't have to think. So you drink to pass out, but then you wake up and reality's there. So then you have to drink even more, and I don't envy that at all. I don't. I'm not making any excuses for MFW. Like, she's a grown adult. I'm saying I feel for the part of her that's hurting and has to stay drinking to numb it. Like, it sucks to be in that situation. It really does. But what I will say, what I learned is talking about the really hard things to somebody that understands helps, right? And you have to face things head on. You have to. You can't escape them forever. You can't. You can try to outrun them, but even when you're drunk, the feelings still come up. So are you ever truly escaping it? No, right? I don't know. Anyways, this is a whole topic. I'm sorry. I don't know if anybody's ready for all this morning. It's a lot. It's a heavy conversation. I feel for her in the fact that alcohol is so hard in many areas. It's hard on your body. It's hard on your mind. It can kill you. It can kill you. Withdrawing from alcohol can kill you. It sucks. The whole situation sucks. And I feel for her parents who live a couple houses down and have to see all this stuff go down. Like, I don't know. That has to hurt too as a parent watching your child basically deteriorate and drink themselves to death. And like, what the fuck can you do, right? Because they're an adult. They have their own house. Like, what can you do other than just pray, I guess? Ricky, that was nice of her to support you. That is nice. I think if some people in Syria catch on to how much money she throws around, she's going to get robbed. See, I think so too. I remember us saying that when she was flashing money. Like, it just seemed like such a dumb idea, right? But she would be that person to go to a really bad city, like flex. Like, it's like, no, you don't pull money out. You don't show that. And I'm not saying Syrians are bad people either. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying sometimes people do things out of desperation. Like they would, they do. Um, I can't think of robbing somebody, but I used to steal alcohol. I did. I used to steal alcohol. That's the thing. Anyways, would I rob somebody if my child was starving in front of me? Probably. If there was no other option and I had to feed my child and she was starving and I was in a horrible situation and there was a foodie beauty with $900 flashing her cash, I don't know. That would be a pretty desperate situation, right? I love my child more than anything on this earth. So I'm just saying people do things out of desperation. She's a fucking idiot. Okay, so anyways, these are some messages that Salah, who is now living in Syria, because he got kicked out of Kuwait for saying these things. Anyways, this is just a flashback of what he used to say. So Bibi said she thinks this creep loves her. No way. She decimated his entire life. He hated white Western women before she did that, so imagine how much hatred he has for her now. He'll suck every penny out of her and she can easily go missing in Syria. Barking idiot. So, this was not that long ago, actually. Remember when he told Kibela he was gonna spit on her face and stomp on her goddamn face and pee on her?
Well, I feel like I'm talking to a real dog, a real slave, a pure dog. I'm gonna shit on you and rape you and spit on your face. Well, I feel like I'm talking to a real dog.
I hate this man. These are the messages he sent her. Bitch, whore, slave, swallow, bitch, whore, bitch, slut, motherfucker, son of a bitch. He has a way with the words, doesn't he? A real charmer. Bitch, whore, slave, swallow, bitch, whore, slave, swallow. No, thank you. What is this? Michael Furberger said, image obtained from trash and champagne. Text added by me. Oh my lord. Unfortunately, I'm singing this in the JoJo Siwa version. Have you guys heard it? It's so terrible. Please don't look it up. Sorry, JoJo Siwa. It's just, I don't know who told you to redo this song, but it was fine the way it was the first two times. All the boys think she's a spy. She's got Tracy TXI. Oh no, I think we need a new members emoji. Trash and champagne, Michael Furberger, do you mind? Because I think we need this to add to our collection. Wow, he's messed up. Come into my bed and try talking to me like that. Good luck, asshole. Ugh, he would drive me right now. He's nasty as fuck. I said casually admitting she handed her Canadian passport to Salah, who then took it alone to Syrian immigration in a country crawling with ex-ISIS, is genuinely alarming. The FBI should be taking notes. This isn't quirky expat drama. This is reckless as hell. All right, let's make this full screen.
I didn't go to the immigration. No. I didn't have to. Isn't that amazing?
Your husband is here, so
Yeah, my husband can do all that for me. So
You
yeah,
guys
he
see
went for me and brought our marriage certificate, brought our marriage certificate from Kuwait and my passport and everything, and he just did it for me. I didn't go to the immigration. No. I didn't have to. Isn't that amazing?
I hate her. I know I say that a lot. I would say take a shot every time I say it, but a lot of us are in recovery, so please don't. But if you're not in recovery, you should play a drinking game with your friends this weekend. Put on a breezy live stream and take a shot every time I say I hate this woman. Everything about her is just so disgusting to me. I'm just gonna say it. I feel like the biggest bitch in the world sometimes, but who really cares when it comes to her? Everything about her is so unattractive. And it really bothers me how she tries to act so cute in these places, like, oh, I'm a rich lady. People who are rich are smart with their money and don't blow it all on KFG, you fucking cunt. Anyways, Repo Widow said, this diabetic bitch has a loaf of bread on the side of that massive portion. Even in a country that the majority is going hungry, this overconsumer finds a way. She is so gross in many ways. She truly is. And she thinks she's so cute, but what she doesn't realize is everybody's talking shit about her and everybody's laughing at her. That's just the truth. Did I play this clip? Yes, I did, right? The Canadian passport, shady ass stuff. I did, right? I think I did. No, I can't remember. Yes, because I said I hated her and I said to take a shot if you can drink. Ashley said, Chantal, maybe you should have considered brushing your teeth instead of making this video. And quit pretending you care about anything but your next meal. Nobody's buying it. Meandering Thoughts Said So Foodie said that people keep saying that. Why would she get in trouble at the airport because of being in Syria? Do they think she has something to do with terrorism? Yep, that's it. And apart from that, remember when you posted Hamas propaganda on TikTok and offered to join Hamas? I remember. All right, let me play this. Play.
We need to spread more awareness. And hey, if anyone wants to go in battle, I'll come right with you. I'm not kidding. I'm so
We could smoke. Okay, every time I say I hate her, hit your vape.
heartbroken and overseeing mothers screaming for their deceased children in their arms. I'm so over that. And what does the media choose to put out there, especially Western media? Taylor Swift kissing somebody at the Super Bowl, like we care. Like we care about her love life when people are dying. We need to spread.
You stay eating and people are dying all around you. Where's this passion now? Where? Where? I hate her. Okay, take a hit. I really just said it this time so I could hit my vape. I'm gonna find all the excuses to hate her in this stream. I hate her today. I hate her in 5 minutes. I hate her 6 minutes from now. 10 minutes from now. Then I hate her 30 minutes from now. I'm a favorite. Repeating everything she hears Salah say, that part right there. That part. See, I can believe all the terrorist stuff. A, just because what I've seen on his Facebook. B, she would do anything for him. She would, because he claimed her and fake loved her. Hold on, I have to cough now. Do you get the cough like a minute later? Hold on. Okay, I think I'm okay. Hold on. Okay, she may have your citizenship ticket. I'm not okay yet. I'm not. I got a new cart, and I feel like sometimes it doesn't hit as strong, but then sometimes it does. I don't know. Her stuck there forever. I think so. All right, let me do one more cough, and then I think I'll be good. All right, we're back to normal. No aircon. Okay, in late 2024, a new rebel coalition launched a surprise offensive capturing cities like Aleppo and challenging the transitional government control. This offensive has reignited the conflict, with government forces and their allies responding with airstrikes and military reinforcements. The conflict has led to increased displacement and casualties, including civilians. Recent clashes in the southern province of Sweden highlight the ongoing challenges in establishing full government control. Key issues: the instability. The renewed fighting threatens to further destabilize the country and undermine any progress toward a peaceful resolution. Humanitarian crisis. The conflict exasperates the already dire humanitarian situation, with many people lacking basic necessities and facing threats from unexploded ordnance. Unexploded ordnance. I don't know. What I do know is it sounds very bad where she is. And I'm sick of her telling us that, like, it's all sunshine and rainbows and she could stay eating, and all the kids that are waiting on her hand and foot, they're going to spend their money at the roller rink this weekend. Fuck off, lady. Israel strikes military tanks in southern Syria, where government forces clash with, Druze militias? Druze militias? I don't know. What I do know is I wouldn't want to be there, let alone would I waddle myself there for a guy with a micropene, okay? Say what you want about me, but that has never happened, nor would it. She's stupid. She is so fucking stupid, and we hate her. Okay, take a hit of your vape. Alabama Chopstick has a clip for us, and I think we need to watch it. Taken aback. Okay. I want to be taken aback with you, Alabama.
Bye. I've never been to Lebanon, so I was actually, or Syria, but I was actually taken aback by the
lack of Western fast food. Taken aback by spices with flavor and intent. Portion sizes that don't cause diarrhea.
And just like in Lebanon, I was taken aback at.
Oh shit, we're taking it back twice. We're doing it again. Okay. Taken aback by beds that don't come with half drank water bottles, toilets that don't come with a power wash bidet, a bathroom with mystery smears.
Oh no.
And dust so thick on your counter it has its own zip code.
I've never been to Lebanon, so I was actually, or Syria.
Daily reminder, you guys need to subscribe to Alabama Chopstick. Aaron, I'm with you. Aaron said don't contact any Syrian officials or anything over Foodie Beauty. I'm saying she's going to fuck things up on her own. Watch it play out. No need to get involved, right? We've seen the looks she's been getting. We see how she behaves. Nobody needs to contact anybody. So please don't. Here's a recap of her KFG. Do you guys need the recap, or do we need to read the recap? We can if you want to, because PI is really funny in these. But if you already know what happened, we can just continue to other clips. Now feeling like Salah supports terrorists now. I feel like the King of Kung Fu thing was his try at maybe trying to be recruited. I think, well, it could be. He wanted to seem strong and able. She is taken aback by the fact that people live in bombed buildings, right? So she ate at KFG. We know that. Oh, hold on one second. Oh, this FFG thing is a topic this morning. I don't know. What I do want to say is I am staying the fuck out of it, to be honest. It never serves me well when I talk about FFG ever. I have my feelings about her. And my sad BBJ passed. I kind of expected her to by now, to be honest. Like, I knew she's not going to outlive me and all of us. If FFG truly still took donations, that sucks, but she has to live with herself, right? Like, she has to answer for that. Anyways, I know it's a whole topic right now. I just need to turn my phone on Do Not Disturb is what I need to do. There we go. Okay. Okay. And somehow I got off Twitter again. Hello, Sniper! Hey! I'd rather read the recap. Okay. Well, let me get to it. I was distracted. I was getting notifications and all kinds of stuff. The one time my phone is on off do not disturb. I don't even know why. Oh, because I had it on sleep still, and I think it turns off at like 8, my sleep, even though I'm up at like 4:35 in the morning. All right, let me get to PI's recap of the KFG. I do have more funny stuff to show you. I think we talked about all the annoying, like frustrating stuff. I don't know. I say that, and then I'm gonna get pissed off in 5 minutes. Watch. Okay. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Let me. It was around this, right? Yes. Alabama chapstick. There we go. Okay, listen. So this is from PI. Live recap, the Kernel of Delusion KFG edition. Gather round, dear Beezers and Rage Watchers, because our queen of fried delusion has blessed us with another greasy spectacle. Live from the knockoff KFG, because Syria's got copyright and bigger problems in the Middle East, or the middle of Damascus. It's 7 p.m. Syrian time. The sun is setting over a literal war zone. But don't worry, Foodie Beauty's appetite for cheap fried carbs is shining brighter than ever. She waddles on looking extra bloated, sweaty, and about one chicken thigh away from spontaneous combustion. Oh, I want to listen to Incubus now. Beside her, but never on camera, is the ever slippery Salah, her so-called husband slash visa wrangler slash human parrot. In a plot twist nobody believes, Foodie proudly announces Salah got her passport extended without her even being there. She's very smug about this, which makes total sense because Syria is known for its seamless government paperwork, especially for random foreigners on tourist visas, stuffing their faces with buckets of knockoff drumsticks. Sure, Jan. When someone dares to ask how long she's staying, Salah basically says, "Forever! She's my wife. She lives here now." While Foodie herself chimes in with an eye roll, "No, no, not forever." So which is it? Permanent resident of Damascus or back to Canada the second the fryer stops working? Place your bets now. Meanwhile, she's rearranging her hijab every 30 seconds like it's infested. Can she get lice if she has no hair? Scratching her back and butt mid-bite appetizing and insisting her weight loss journey is totally on track. As she deep throats a fried chicken thigh, an avalanche of fries, and a full sugar Pepsi. When someone points out the contradiction, she practically cackles, "Maybe I'll eat KFG every day." You think? Someone asks if she's tried pizza yet. Of course she has. She claims it's pretty good. The woman will literally gain weight during a civil war. Iconic. Highlight of the stream? At the 34-minute mark, she's mid-chomp, mid-butt scratch, and mid-lie. Syria's notoriously awful internet swoops in like a dusty guardian angel and cuts her right off. We are blessed. No more greasy chomping, no more delusion, no more Salah parroting. Syria's infrastructure may be in shambles, but at least the Wi-Fi knows when we've had enough. Before the merciful disconnect, she's bewildered that this glorious fried feast only costs $17. "How is that expensive?" she asks, wide-eyed, as if she just didn't blow an entire month's of Syrian salary on a family bucket for one. Cultural awareness, 0. Self-awareness, negative. Carbs, infinite. Mark my words, this woman will be the first person in history to gain 50 pounds in a country where people are lining up for bread. She'll be wheezing through fried chicken monologues until Damascus itself begs Canada to take her back. And with that, the Kernel of Delusion logs off, courtesy of Syria's heroic internet. Tune in next time when she explains how pizza counts as cultural immersion. Well, thank you for that. It was better than actually watching her. How the fuck do I keep getting off my own Twitter? I exit out of what I think is the tweet, and then it's okay. I know where I was. Hey, be kind. Back to Canada if she's lucky, if she makes it out of there alive. I just don't know that she will. I feel like she's already fucking around too much. She just is. And now people are already tagging like the FBI, people in Syria. I don't know. I don't think things are going to be good for her, but we'll see what happens, I guess. Okay. We saw the KFC, KFG thing. Oh, this was funny. I thought this was just a regular clip of her lighting this thing. Hold on, we gotta watch this a few times. Let's see. Oh, she jumps on it and puts it on. It's kind of terrifying. Wow. I kind of picture that happening if it didn't boil her noodles fast enough. Anyways, Mandy posted this and said domestic goddess things. It's hilarious. Mandy said she should put this next to the ill-gotten plaque. Telemarketer of the week. Acing customer connection, the power of active listening. Mastering outbound calls, proven strategies for success. Buttered Crumpet said, I think she needs a diabetic check. I swear she was like drunk or higher than a giraffe's pussy. Taking yourself off insulin is dumb. Don't be dumb like Chantal. Stay on insulin if you need it. That's the PSA of today. Take your insulin, okay? If you need it, take it. If you're on it and it's prescribed to you, don't be like Foodie. Pastor said, looking great. Yikes. People keep telling her she's glowing. Grease seeping out of your pores is not glowing. Oh my God. Hold on. Oh no. Wow. You never know what you're going to see in the replies. Twin Bed Pondu said there's no way that brain pills, as she delicately puts them, cause her current behavior. She's definitely on something else and pushed the brain pill narrative so it excuses any of her behavior, including alleged brain zaps from now on. I don't know. Why isn't she just saying, I'm taking my antidepressant or I picked up my antidepressant? She's taking something else. Like I said, I take an antidepressant. It doesn't make me slur. It doesn't make me out of it. Oh my gosh, her fupa's sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's chicken on her sweater already. It's a whole wrap. Michael Verberger cracks me up. Okay, here's a recap of her life from KFG to the couch. The delusional queen of Damascus rambles again. Brace yourselves, Beezers and Doom Watchers, because Chantel decided that one greasy KFG mukbang wasn't enough punishment for the day. So she fired up another live, this time broadcasting her bloated wisdom directly from her couch. If you missed it, your sanity thanks you. It's after 10 p.m. Syrian time, and there she is, lips dripping in $1 lip gloss, hijab strangling her double chins, looking sweaty, swollen, smug. She kicks things off by telling us she feels giddy and weird, like I'm on something. Ma'am, the only thing you're on is sodium overload and your last nerve. Tonight's sermon? KFG was her celebration dinner because apparently Salah pulled off a miracle and extended her passport without her even being there. Naturally, she rewarded herself by inhaling an entire poultry farm. She proudly explains how Syria gives her extra portions every time she waddles into a restaurant. Not because she's plus size with the gravitational pull of a dying star. No, no. But because Syrians are so generous to big foreign women. It's hospitality, y'all. Sure, Chantel. Meanwhile, the chap politely reminds her that Syria's stamps on your passport might raise eyebrows back in Ottawa. She looks at them like they suggested the earth is round. Why? Why would that matter? Canada can't do anything to me. I have freedom of speech. When asked how Slaw pays the bills, she squints into her greasy phone and goes, he does legal things here. It's private. Totally reassuring. Next, she praises Syria's nice men with machine guns. As if random armed dudes loitering outside her door is just neighborhood charm. She admits people, it gives a whole different meaning to the neighborhood watch, doesn't it? She admits people stare at her in public, but swears it's not because she's a sweaty foreign blimp. It's because she looks Italian. What? She thinks people are staring at her because she looks Italian? Sure, Jan. Meanwhile, we've seen all the vlogs. It's full double takes and rubbernecking because they've never seen a Canadian chicken nugget cosplay as an expat. Now that's what I believe it is, okay? She tells the chat she only eats one meal a day. Oh, just the KFG mega bucket at noon, and then a few bowls of ramen at midnight. Totally normal, totally weight loss friendly. When someone mentions malaria, she's flabbergasted. Really? They have malaria here? Yes, Chantal, the Middle East isn't an air-conditioned food court. She then offers to pay for a Whopper meal. What? To teardrop and goes on a random tangent about how she could never have kids, but in the same breath gives mom advice about postpartum like she's Mother Goose. The whiplash is real. We get the usual I was telemarketer of the week story for the 57th time, complete with the grand prize non-alcoholic champagne for scamming boomers into encyclopedias they didn't need. She brags about quitting university because it was lonely. But we know Shannon spilled the real tea, too much walking. If it's not on wheels or covered in gravy, she wants no part of it. Near the end, she's yawning, slurring her words, sweating like she just ran a marathon, and complaining about her rock-hard Syrian pillows. Well, she can't brag about her rock-hard Syrian. He's micropeened. Anyway, she said she misses her Canadian pillow. She also declares she'll never live in Cornwall again. A lie she's told more times than she's blocked people for super chats. She wraps up by contradicting herself one final time. No more health talk, but yes. Here's a health video. No more junk food, but yes, ramen at midnight. The chat collectively tells her to log off and go to bed, which she finally does after promising more content when it's cooler. Just like Kuwait. Same couch. Same nonsense. And with that, our bloated Canadian floats off to dreamland, leaving Syria's bandwidth begging for mercy and the rest of us thanking every deity we're not her. Sleep tight, Beezers. There's always tomorrow's drama and probably another bucket of chicken. Again, PI, I love your recaps. Thank you so much for these. Did I just get off again? Oh, my lord. What is this? Drop code 87 at checkout, and let's keep this party going a little longer. Cheats? Oh, gosh. Mushroom gummies? Well, I didn't mean to find that. I really just liked the background. Okay, that's what I saw. And then I kept going. I'm not promoting that at all. I was just nosy, and that's what I saw, okay? If you are able to do it safely, whatever. None of my business. None of my business. Okay, let's keep going. I remember that, Eric. She will give up everything, including life, to be claimed by a man. And that's so sad. It's so sad to me. Like, he's never gonna want anything good for her. You know, she just wants to be claimed, but like, what about the rest of it? Like, I'd rather be single than be with a man who just used me. I'd rather be single than be with a man who didn't care if I died tomorrow. I'd rather be single than live with a man who hung out with his cousins more than me because he couldn't fucking stand me. Um, I'd rather be in Canada than Syria. She can't make any good decisions. She has nothing real in her life, and I don't envy that. Like, whatever she has to say about, let's say, Yaba. Yaba has a woman by her side who adores her, right? She has a beautiful family. Whatever she has to say about FFG, I know FFG is probably doing beyond better than Foodie Beauty, right? Whatever she has to say about me, the relationships in my life aren't transactional. Tomorrow, my family's still going to be here for me. My boyfriend's still going to be here for me. My friends are still going to be here for me. Do you know what I mean? I don't envy her life whatsoever. All right, let me show you guys a few more clips and tweets, and then we'll go about our day. I don't know if I can snipe today, to be honest. Tomorrow I can. So if Foodie goes live and for whatever reason you don't see me jump on, I know Farah's usually live. There's usually somebody who's live covering it. Go show them some love and support, and I'll be back to sniping tomorrow. Okay, we were somewhere around this, right? It took me a minute to get here. I'll try to not kick us off my Twitter, but I can't promise anything. For whatever reason, they always kick us off. Okay, he told you you're not going to want to come and you trusted him? This is a transcript from something, either her video or live. He's like, you're not going to want to come with me. He's like, there's no AC anywhere in the. Oh, this is about immigration. He's like, you're not going to want to come with me. He's like, there's no AC anywhere in the building, not even fans. There was no fan, and maybe 1,000 people. 1,000 people. He was there, I think, for 4 hours, they said, right? Or like 5 hours. Okay, this is a man who just didn't want you to come. This is like when I have to go shopping and I don't want the kids to come with me and my sister because they're just going to ask for something on every aisle. So I'm like, we're not even going to get anything good. Like, we're just going to be in and out. Like, we're not going to be doing a big shop. We're not going to be getting snacks. Like, me and my sister, me and your mom just have to get like 3 things, right? You give all the excuses in the world. He's doing that with Foodie. Like, it's hot. There's no AC. You're not going to like it. You just may as well stay home. I'm sad I missed it. I had to help my daughter, but Vicky, thank you so much for renewing your membership. We're not ending yet. We still have a few minutes. Don't worry. But thank you for renewing, and I love you. Okay, let's see. Syria is experiencing a severe medicine shortage due to the ongoing civil war and its related consequences. The conflict has severely damaged healthcare infrastructure, displaced millions, and led to the immigration of medical professionals, significantly impacting the availability of essential medicines and access to healthcare. So what is she really taking? Queen Jellybean said Foodie's about to be sucking up another country's resources instead of taking her fat bout to die ass back to Canada. She clearly don't give a fuck if the locals have a hard time getting medicines they need. She needs to make sure Sally ain't cheating. Yeah, she sucks, but what I got from that is they probably don't have what she's regularly on. So what the fuck is she taking? She keeps calling them brain pills. She's acting out of it. She's acting like she's on something. What is she really taking? Mrs. Fupa Booty said, anyone else notice when she said she'd still have to leave Syria every now and then? She trailed off and said she couldn't remember what her roommate told her. I don't think she has a clue what he did regarding her visa. No, and she'll just believe anything he tells her. What if he didn't renew it? What if she can't stay? What if he promised something that I don't know. I don't know how things in other places work. I'm just imagining shady ass stuff. And like, what if he promises XYZ? She'll never leave. She'll swear to carry out whatever plan I don't know. I just picture him doing that. I feel like if I was in another country and I needed to renew my visa, I would just go myself. I wouldn't send somebody that I barely trusted who cheated on me before to do it. Okay, I just wouldn't. I would go take care of it to make sure I'm not unalived, put in jail, stoned, whatever else, okay? But that's just me, and I want to live these days. Medicinal Pothead said, this disgusting wildebeest just tried justifying child labor. Claimed her waitress was 12 years old and that the youngest they can work in Syria is 8. This would also explain why she muted her live when the waitress came to take her and Salad's order. I hate her. Take a hit of your vape. Okay, Salah said, Lord Beatus, where are you? And why have you not come to collect a toe or something? You should team up with Karma. Lord Beatus, where the hell are you? Do I need to give my daily offering of nashies to you? Why have you not came to collect a toe, or a finger, or a fupa, or the whole shebang? Why? Am I not praying to you enough, Lord Beatus? Kelly said, are you fucking kidding me? I don't remember what this clip is, but let's see.
There's checkpoints everywhere over here. There's one right near our house. It's always the same guys, and they know us now. They know Salah. And it's funny because these guys have like a whole bunch of like machine guns, and they're just so nice every night that we drive by. There's checkpoints.
Ay, ay, ay. There's these men with machine guns, and they're just so nice every time. They're laughing at you. They're not really being nice. Saul bought real estate. Regina said, as long as she keeps her mouth shut and someone doesn't point out to him who she really is, I'm sure she'll be all right. How could Salah, who was born and grew up in Kuwait, know these men so well that they're such good buddies? Maybe he's passing them money. That's the thing. He's lived in Kuwait his whole life, right? Well, up until now. How does he know all these people in Syria? Am I missing something? How does he know all these people? Nana spiked. He said, yeah, it's going to be really funny when those nice guys have to use those guns. I swear she's so utterly stupid. Your mom's emotional support carrot said Chantal is officially brain dead. Joel of Thought said, but Kelly, their machine guns are so nice. And now they know us. Blink, blink, blink. John Glocktober said, why is her jaw locked? Did the manatee stroke out? Tricky, we did watch it. We watched the weird thing, but I think she does that on purpose. I think so. I feel like if she had a stroke or something at her size, she wouldn't just be able to carry on. Sometimes I wonder if she's had one. I don't know. Do you guys think she forces it, or do you guys think it's a possible medical emergency? A refugee? Oh, I forgot Foodie said she was a refugee. Hold on. Your mom's emotional support kit says, Chantal, you are not a refugee. What you are is an ignorant twat. And they showed a refugee is a person who has been forced to leave their home country, typically due to well-founded fears of persecution, violence, or war, is unable or unwilling to return. Refugees also often cross international borders and seek protection in another country. But she thinks she's a refugee. And she bought her lip gloss used at a yard sale, apparently. Hold on, before we get to the refugee clip. Would you buy your lip gloss used? I feel like I would just go without.
The gloss is popping. Yeah, I'm glad I got it at a yard sale. It's probably used. That thought actually really grosses me out. The gloss is popping. Yeah, I'm glad I got it at a yard sale. It's probably used.
What are the odds she got a used mascara too, and she's gonna get pink eye tomorrow with some sort of eye infection? Yes, used. I would just go without. That is what I would do. But that's just me. I don't know. Since I was little, I remember even in junior high, like I started using like clear mascara, clear lip gloss and stuff like that. But I remember my mom telling me, she's like, don't let your friends use it. That's how you get an eye infection. She's like, they could be very clean people, but you just don't share eye makeup, chapstick and stuff like that with your friends. And I've stuck with that. I mean, my daughter's a whole other thing. My daughter steals my lip gloss. Sometimes I steal hers because she has better lip gloss than me. But that's my kid. You know what I mean? I'm not going to a yard sale and saying, give me the Jeffree Star lip gloss that you used 3 years ago. Anyway, Salt and Sauce said she sounds very high. Poop Olympic said, I might be denied entry to some countries because I have Syria on my passport? I've never heard of that. That's weird. Play.
But anyway, whatever the case, I get to stay and I don't have to worry about traveling right now.
Yeah, Moonface said if it's factory sealed. Okay. That, yes. But like open with a hair hanging out of it, no.
You shouldn't be cocky when going back. I have freedom of speech there. Plus, I'm Canadian citizen. No, I won't be cocky unless I really need to be. Like, yo, not everyone who comes from Syria is like, you know, like what? Just because I came from Syria. But
Hi, Unity. See, Fashionable said never use second hand makeup. Never, yeah.
cross that bridge when you get there. Yeah, right. I might be denied entry into some countries. What? Because I have Syria on my passport? I never heard. Oh, that's weird. But anyway.
I don't think you've heard of a lot of things because you stay eating. I could be wrong. Mean Kitten said she's officially a kept pay pig. It says a Syrian husband sponsoring his wife does not mean he owns her. While Syrian law allows a husband to take legal action to prevent his wife from leaving the country, this is not equivalent to ownership. It sure seems like it to me. A Syrian woman's consent is still required for marriage. Oh, well, that's good. And she has the right to her own nationality and can renounce it under certain conditions. I mean, does that sound like being owned if you're not allowed to leave? Salt and Sauce said she's a refugee from Canada. Ma'am, running away from taxes and a bankruptcy doesn't make you a refugee. Okay, I feel like I have this clip somewhere. I'm gonna look for it. Did she just tell her to slow down while eating it? I don't know. Hold on. I'm on a journey. I'm trying to find the refugee clip. Feel free to use this clip. I isolated her voice so everyone can clearly hear what she said.
Something at the law. I'm a refugee. Something at the law. I'm a refugee. Something at the law. I'm a refugee.
Because you had to run from your bankruptcy, back taxes, and horrible choices and STDs that you got. That doesn't make you a refugee. Is this an appropriate moment to say, I hate her? I feel like it is. Hey, Terry. You cost money for your health care. It's how it works. Is Violet here? Hey, Violet. Hey, also from South Africa and also catching up on the stream. Hey, South Africans representing. Vicky, this is a great stream. Time for us off work and now time for some time with Breezy. I'm glad you can all make it. I'm glad this time works out. Betsy said, oh,
I'm a refugee.
shut up, biatch. Not you.
Something at the law. I'm a refugee.
I was telling Foodie to shut up. Okay, Bad Seed said, did this trick say she is a refugee? So Salah filed under refugee status. Refugee from Canada? Let's look at these replies. Maybe? This is the best thing that's ever happened. Texas Pam said, oh, haven't you heard about war-torn Canada? Sammy said, seeking refuge from free healthcare, maple syrup, and civil rights. Yes. They really have the best maple syrup. I swear. I have this maple syrup from Canada, and it's my secret ingredient in my sweet potatoes. And it truly makes a difference. Anyways, they really have the best maple syrup. It is me said, a trick is too good for her. Let's say waste. She's a complete waste. Rat Snack said, I said when she went there, this was their route to Canada. I said she'd claim to be a refugee. Every time I feel like I couldn't be more grossed out with her. I am. So she's still claiming she had to flee Canada for what? From the haters? From FFG? I don't know. She's a dunce. She had to seek refuge from FFG. I said, I doubt she knows what was going on, to be honest. I can't imagine that they went to register her and maybe their marriage in Syria. I heard, okay, did I dream this or did this really happen? Oh, please tell me it's on Twitter. Did you guys hear something about Foodie Beauty slipped up and she said something about Salah went to buy their marriage certificate? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Let me see if it's somewhere on my Twitter. Foodie Beauty's minions can delete as much as they want, but the truth is Chantal and Salah are garbage. Spending money the people of Syria have to work a week for and feed a family with on one meal. They think it's cute. It's not gross because they think they are better. Ashley said all that money and the both of them just stepping over poor folks to go gorge themselves on fast food. The same planet, but different worlds. That was really well said. I don't think so. Refugee status is for someone escaping the country where there are major problems. Wait, Vicky, I don't know why it didn't click until now, but you are 100% right. Kelly, hey! Good to see you. Okay, now I'm on a journey to find this clip. Wow, hold on. Over half of Syrians, 14.5 million people, are food insecure. 9 million in acute hunger and 90% live in poverty. Seeing Foodie stuff her tone-deaf face with a family-sized meal for content, what an absolutely tasteless spectacle. Yeah. And I think she knows. I mean, everybody's telling her this doesn't look good, but for whatever reason, she thinks it makes her look rich and well off, and she can have a younger husband who's more attractive than her. Like, for whatever reason, she thinks this is making her all look good, or at least she's convincing herself it is. But in reality, I feel like her numbers are even dropping. It's hard to watch her eat when we know what's going on, right? Oh, this was a clip where it sounded like Salah was offering to sponsor the Beezers. It's like 3 minutes of her live from yesterday, but a majority of it is, like, boring, right? A majority of it's boring, and then I think the Beezers say, "Will you sponsor us if we wanna come to Syria?" Then Salah says, "Oh, ha ha, yes, I'll sponsor the Beezers." So that's pretty much what happened. Someone told Chantal that she looked like a silkworm in this clip, and she said she's gonna sponsor Salah in Canada. Well, someone asked her if she was, and he said, "Of course," and she said, "Of course." These are all really long clips that I don't wanna bore you guys with, so just take my word that it happened. Oh, this is when I saw her go live. Salah sponsoring Chantal in Syria, and she is staying. Okay, we're gonna go on a journey. Bad Seed posted this, possible reason your chocolate starfish is itchy. And it's a screenshot about giardia. It's basically worms in your ass that make it itch, okay? So Foodie Beauty said she has an itchy ass, and for some reason when I saw Bad Seed post about a chocolate starfish, then I had to listen to Limp Bizkit, Hot Dog specifically. The song. Don't ask me why, that's just how my brain works. I hear chocolate starfish and I go play Limp Bizkit, okay? These are the messages I get from Aaron. Good morning, bestie. A reminder to the 90s eyebrows girlies. You're doing far better than some. Yeah, I have eyebrows now. I feel like I'm doing amazing. Remember back in the day where it was like the thing to look like a hard-boiled egg? Like, you basically concealed the fuck out of your whole face. Like, you concealed over your eyebrows, your eyelids, and you just looked like one big egg. And then we plucked the hell out of our eyebrows too. I don't know why. I don't know whoever told us that thin eyebrows looked good, but we had like 2 eyebrows on our head. Maybe 2 eyebrow hairs, actually. Anyways, today, the fact that I have eyebrows and they're a bit unruly is a gift from the good Lord above, okay? It took me, I think, 20 some odd years just to get them back. So this is Dee Dee's badge for you. Michael Furberger posted his, but Dee Dee, is that you? Yes, it is. Laura Foodie Beauty's fat face, and people thinking this is Julia's litter box because Foodie Beauty said it was pink. So they're just speculating. If that's the litter box, why is it on the kitchen counter? And why is it so small? And why is something on top of it? How is Julia supposed to use that? Sarah said, I guess the urine-soaked cardboard box wasn't going to last forever. On to the washing up bowl method. Yikes. I think he lied to her about everything, or they're both lying. Why would he have a house in a country their family fled from, right? Oh, yeah, and I forgot to ask, did we ever get a hold of Caddy Kitty? No. But if you're listening out there, Caddy Kitty, I am so sorry, and we want you to come back. I didn't see a majority of what happened, but at the same time, maybe I just didn't want to look as it was going on. In that moment, I liked both of you guys, and I didn't want you guys to fight, but I could have done more to stick up for you. You were in this live stream every single day, and it wasn't cool for Hurl to just pop in, tell you off, and then leave. You know what I mean? I should have had your back, and we really, really miss you. And I hope you come back. Please forgive me. I love you, Catty Kitty. I don't know how to get a hold of her, to be honest. So that is my daily plea. If you're out there, Catty Kitty, Catty, come back. You can blame it all on me. I miss you. I miss you. Okay, let me see if I have anything else for you guys today. I don't know where that clip is or if I dreamt it, but I could have swore people were talking about Foodie Beauty slipped up and said something about Salah had to buy their marriage certificate, which is odd to me, right? If they're supposedly married and he was going to show it for $5,000, why would he have to buy one over there? I would feel like a marriage certificate is just something that you have in a lockbox with you, right? Wherever you go, wherever you move to. Why would he have to buy one? Even if he had to flee Kuwait fast, wouldn't you take that? I feel like marriage certificate, birth certificates, those are all a priority. All right. I think that's it, you guys. I think that's it. We covered Amberlynn being a mess. I really hope she does take time off to work on her mental health because she is one psychotic bitch. Letting her beloved cat go for a woman who didn't want her anymore. You're a monster, Amberlynn Reed. Truly, please don't get any more animals. I hope you really didn't get a new kitten. But if you did, I hope Becky comes to take it. Or Beck, I'm sorry, Beck comes to take it because you don't deserve it at all. You don't even deserve a fruit fly. You can't even wipe your own ass. Why do you have a kitten? I think that's it, you guys. I love you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Like I said, I don't know if I can snipe. I can try if Foodie goes live today. But if for some reason I cannot hop on, I know it's going to be semi-busy over here. So if for some reason I can't hop on, I'll be back to sniping tomorrow. We could do a morning stream recap and a snipe when Foodie goes live. Thank you to my amazing mods and Breezy Bunch members. I hope you have a great day, great evening, wherever you are. And I will see you in the next live stream. Bye, everybody. Have a good day. Hey, Siphon Gaming, doesn't she already have a new kitten? That's what I heard. And it makes me so sad for it, to be honest. All right, love you guys. Bye.